What's good, guys? Back at it again from the dungeon. Back into Dana's dungeon. I'm a little late with this video because I was watching DFS by the numbers. Those guys are the best, man. Brady and Uncle Weezy, those guys are the best, man. I needed to get as much notes as I can possible. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys for being here. Gilbert Burns versus Team Brady, Vegas. Oh, why are we in the Apex, man? This should be a fight night. This should be a fight night. Am I right or am I right? This should be a fight night. We should have this as a fight night with a crowd. Stacked card, bro. More fights here than there is on the sphere. So let's get into it, guys. I'm not going to talk too much. Zygimantas, Ramaska versus Nathan Fletcher. If you guys saw my last minute picks, you saw that with this one I was going Nathan Fletcher, right? But I bet Zygimantas that day. That day, I bet Zygimantas because I felt like he was going to win. But we know that this fight got canceled due to staph infection. 9-2-0 for Zygimantas. Nathan Fletcher 8-1-0. From England, trains with Paddy Plimblett. The thing is, though, when we look at these guys, they have one loss in their last 5, right? This one's by decision, and this one's by KO. Dominic Woodling, head kick, and then into punches. When I look at this fight, what tells me the most, grappler versus striker, 5'11", 5'8", 145. He's weighed in at heavier, fought in heavier divisions. 27 years old, more experience. But they both have almost the exact same record. Majority topology is going Ramaska. And I'm not going to cut the... I'm going to keep it short and simple. I'm going to keep it sweet. I'm going to go Ramaska too. Just because when I saw Nathan Fletcher face off against Zygimantas is way bigger. It's not 5'8" to 5'11". 5'8", 9, 10, 11. Bro, it's like 5'8" to like 6'1". Or something like that when you actually look at it. And I was very low confidence when I picked Nathan Fletcher. So I'm going to go Zygimantas. I have way more trust in him. I feel more safer. And I feel like this fight doesn't go the distance. And if it doesn't go the distance, who's the guy who's going to get the finishing upside? Give me Zygimantas, Ramaska. I don't know the odds right now for this fight. We can check really quick. I don't really like to go over a lot of the odds because sometimes they persuade you to go left or right. But I expect Zygimantas to be the favorite. He was the underdog. But we'll see right now if I'm right or wrong. Zygimantas, UFC prelims. I don't even think they have it. Oh my god, bro. I do this every time. I mean, let me check Fliff. I checked FanDuel. But it's not there. So I'm going to go Zygimantas. Let's check Fliff. Check where it is. I should have had the odds up already. Nathan Fletcher. Oh, Nathan Fletcher's a minus 145. Zygimantas is a plus 105. Let's go. I found it. Zygimantas at the plus 105. I'll take that. First underdog for the night. Minus 145. Not that much. Didn't change. I got a little bit more juice on Zygimantas earlier in the week. André Petroski versus Budka. André Petroski. 2 losses are really sketchy. Jacob Malkoun. Ground strikes after hard collision into his hip. And then right here, Michel Pereira KO. That's fine. Michel Pereira has his own main event, 5 rounds. He's a minus 280 for André Petroski, though. That's huge, bro. For some reason, I got André Petroski confused with Andrei Arlovski. So I got so confused with that, and I was doing the wrong tape study. But Dylan Budka, I got it eventually. Dylan Budka, Cesar Almeida lost by KO. Ground strikes, that's fine. And then he lost in LFA by split decision. So he won on Dana White Contender Series and lost his UFC debut, so we'll see if he's going to be on a 2-fight skid inside the UFC or he's going to break through and get a win in the UFC. I can see why he's a minus 280. 33 years old to 24, 185 to 185, 60 to 60, 73 inches to 75. Petroski, 76 78% of the people are picking by decision. I'm going to go Petroski as well. I hate tailing. You know, I hate like just going, oh, I'm going to go Petroski. Oh, I'm going to go this. Oh, I'm going to go with these guys. Oh, I'm going to go with the minus 280 favorite. I mean, I think it's obvious when you guys see everybody's probably predictions. Everybody's going André Petroski. But you guys have to be careful with Dylan Budka because a guy like this, who's 24 years old, young in the game, he could definitely get another win in the UFC. I don't know if it's going to be this one, but we'll see. I like André Petroski. He's a really good grappler, has a really good guillotine. And I think he should be able to finish this inside the distance. His win over Gerald Meerschaert is very good, even if it's split decision. We saw Edmund Shabazian wasn't able to beat him. Edmund Shabazian followed Gerald Meerschaert in the ground. And I was like, what? One of my most confident picks, bro. So you guys got to help me with this week's confident picks. I'm going to go André Petroski by decision, 29-28, if not 30-27. Jaqueline Amorim versus Vanessa Demopoulos. Her only loss is to Sam Hughes. And if you guys saw that, bro, I was like, Sam Hughes is trash. She's not going to beat her. And Sam Hughes actually beat Jaqueline Amorim. So that makes me have a lot more respect for Sam Hughes. I like Sam Hughes. She's a dog. Vanessa Demopoulos, she's pretty funny. Karolina Karolejczyk, she lost by decision. Plus 275. Guys, we know Vanessa. She is the king at winning robberies. If you want a robbery and you think the fight is really close, somebody took her at a plus 300 or 400 at the end of her fight with Emily Ducote. She won that fight by split decision. I was like, what? And then right here, Marotte, I guess it's more convincing, that other one, but her most recent split decision was kind of crazy. I was like, oh my god. Minus 350 for Jaqueline. It's crazy, bro, because 2 fights ago, she was a minus 115, minus 112. After her win against Corey McKenna and her win against Masra Conejo Ruiz, she's been put on notice and putting the division on notice, strawweight division. 29 years old to 35 years old, 5'3 to 5'2, 68-inch reach to 59. Bro, pick your poison. You either got Jaqueline by decision or by submission. I have the over 2.5 for this fight. You guys know me. I think this fight's going to go to decision. And I could definitely see Vanessa Demopoulos winning a grimy split decision. Because the judges, I think they see what we all see. But that's fine. Because if she wins a split decision, it's plus money. That's fine. So I'm going to go Jaqueline Amorim. I think she could win this fight by submission. I'm going to go nah. This fight's going the distance, man. I don't see a finishing upside. If you're going to get finished by Jaqueline, you have to fall into her game, which is like her BJJ. She trains at American Top Team, very good. 68-inch reach to 59. I thought that was pretty discrepant considering they're only 1 inch apart in height. So that's almost a 10-inch reach. I don't know if that's accurate, though, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. So give me Jaqueline Amorim to win this fight by 29-28, split decision. Yeah, split decision. Split decision, bro. It's definitely going to be a split decision. Minus 350 is crazy, though, because you know that fight is definitely going to make you bite your nails. That is actually a 1-800 gambler fight. All right, Gabriel Santos versus Yizha. Bro, 10-2-0 for Gabriel Santos. Yizha, 25-4-0. Majority of the experience is coming on Yizha's side. Plus 190 for Yizha. 27 years old to 27. 145 to 145. 5'9 to 5'7. 70-inch reach to 71. I like the way, whoever's matchmaking these guys, I like the way you matchmake them because almost all these guys are almost just like very identical in their reach and height. Minus 230 for Gabriel Santos. Gabriel Santos is coming off of 2 losses, though. Split decision to Lauren Murphy, and then David Onama got KO'd brutally. 1 year off, that was good layoff. His last loss, Jung Young Lee, split decision. Yizha, we know Jung Young Lee lost by KO bad. I don't know to who, but he lost by KO bad. Let me just make sure, guys. Let me just make sure. Jung Young Lee, who did Jung Young Lee get KO'd by? Oh, Hyder Amil. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I don't even want to talk about that fight. I do not even want to talk about that fight. Alright, minus 234, Gabriel Santos. Hyder Amil was just spamming, bro. He was just spamming, and he knocked him out. Yo. Okay, 145 to 145. Gabriel Santos, you got to go in there and start spamming, bro. Start spamming. Just spam a bunch of punches. Yizha is pretty good. Very good underdog. The only thing is, I think the grappling defense is terrible on his side. Gabriel Santos has had a tough UFC debut and a tough UFC run. 2 losses inside the UFC already. He needs to break through or else he's probably going to get cut if he loses to this guy. When we look at their records, though, Gabriel Santos has faced way more tougher competition than Yizha, in my opinion. He's won on road to UFC, actually, which is really impressive. It's actually really impressive to win on UFC. He has a very good armbar. Very, very good armbar. Split decision on road to UFC, and then when he got into the UFC, he lost, and then he had to fight into road to UFC again. So this guy's had a very good uprising. Majority of people are on Santos, but guys, if you like Yizha, it's not bad to sprinkle a little plus 190, but I'm going to go Gabriel Santos at minus 230. I think Lauren Murphy is better than anybody that Yizha has ever faced. I mean, maybe math doesn't always work, but maybe there's a finish upside. I'm going to go over 2.5. I think Gabriel Santos can take him down, hold him there, show his grappling deficiency. And let's get it. Let's get a minus 230 win, guys. Come on. Because usually whenever I bet on a minus 230, bro, I'm nervous already in the first round because he lost. There was this Division 1 athlete on Dana White Contender Series, Piscinini, and he lost, bro, or Piccinini. He lost the first round, and that was a questionable fight. I was like, bro, this guy's a minus 330, and he's a Division 1 wrestler, and he lost the first round? What is going on? Give me Gabriel Santos to win that fight by 29-28, unanimous decision, after losing the first round. André Lima versus Felipe dos Santos. Guys, if you guys like Lock of the Week, what do you guys think of André Lima? You guys think it's a good one? I was trying to look for the best Lock of the Weeks. Over 2.5 is definitely a lock. Minus 130 for André Lima. These odds are not accurate at all. He's like a minus 180 right now as we speak. And let me just check it. Yeah, he's a minus 195. Come on, Tapology. Get on it. Get on it. Get on it. Get back on it. Come on. Minus 130 is not accurate. He's a minus 195. I took him at a minus 115. But I got nervous. So I didn't sprinkle that much. Felipe dos Santos plus 110. 23 years old, 25. 130 to 124. He's fought at flyweight. So now he's going to fight at bantam. Wait, this is going to be at flyweight. This is going to be a flyweight bout. Yeah, flyweight. It's going to be a flyweight bout. But André Lima's missed weight. That's why. He's missed weight. This guy can't make weight. Okay, now I remember. 5'7" to 5'7", 67-inch reach to 70-inch reach. Felipe dos Santos is going to definitely try to mix in some takedowns. He always mixes in some takedowns when he tries to fight. His loss to Manel Kape is pretty good, considering Manel Kape is still in the UFC and had a good fight against Muhammad Mokaev, even though he was just staring at him. Then he beat Victor Altomaniaro by split decision. So his only loss inside the UFC is his debut. And that was on, I think that was on short notice. I'm not sure, though. André Lima, amazing win streak since his Dana White Contender Series. He's fought in LFA, and he's also fought in this organization, R1. On Dana White Contender Series, that's when I really found out about him. He always has that good hat, guys. He has like a Mexican hat, or yeah, I'm pretty sure. Igor Serviano was a very good win, and Mitch Raposo. Mitch Raposo was the guy that bit him, I think. Oh, no. Igor's the guy who bit him. Bro, Igor. What the hell were you doing, bro? He got mad or something. Majority Tapology is on 53% of Dos Santos, and I think that's because of the takedowns and the inactivity, the lack of output from André Lima's side. André Lima doesn't throw a lot, and he's more on the counter. And he arguably... Look, his last fight was a split decision, so you got to be a little scared. You got a little bit scared. Like, what are you doing? Like, up the pace, up the pace, up the pace. Felipe dos Santos is definitely going to be that guy who's going to fight for your money. André Lima's going to look for the counter. He's going to be very lack of output. I'm going to go André Lima, though. 47% of Tapology's on him. I hate it when I see this, bro. 53% is on Dos Santos. That means that Dos Santos might actually win, bro, because these guys on Tapology are pretty good at what they do. So give me André Lima to win this fight, 29-28 by unanimous decision, and defend a couple of takedowns after getting taken down in the first round and dealing with adversity. Isaac Dulgarian, minus 1,800 versus Brendon Marotte. Do I even have to go over this fight, guys? Minus 2,500 for Isaac Dulgarian. Isaac Dulgarian had a very... I'm glad he lost that fight against Christian Rodriguez because he blew out his gas tank, and he could learn. He could learn a lot from that fight. Terrence McKinney just KO'd this guy brutally. Brendon Marotte. What I want to say is that this fight doesn't go the distance. But you know what, a guy who's a minus 2,500, you can never really know what to expect with this guy. 28 years old to 28, 145 to 155, 5'7 to 5'9, 71 inch reach to 70. Marotte is coming back. He's coming down from lightweight. He's coming to featherweight. A lot of people have Isaac Dulgarian by KO. Some people have by submission. I'm going to go Isaac Dulgarian. I think he can finish this fight inside the distance, but does he normally finish fights inside the distance? Submission, KO, KO. He's more of a KO guy. He can get a submission. I'm going to get a KO third round. Give me KO third round for Isaac Dulgarian, guys. I'm sorry I gave a short breakdown for this fight. But, guys, this guy's name is The Kid. Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. This is going to age bad, bro. That's going to age bad if he wins. Okay, Ovince Preux versus Brian Spann. I went Isaac Dulgarian, guys. Bro, everybody's picking Isaac Dulgarian. If you guys find somebody that is not picking Isaac Dulgarian, let me know so I could give him a subscription. Because respect to you, man. I saw Baby Sharp upload a video upload a thing in his community notes where it was like me out of all of MMA YouTube on this guy, and it was like a guy on a boat like looking, and like everybody else was on the other pick. And he was the only one that picked that one. But I like that type of stuff because it's better than going with the flow. It's better than following everybody. Ovince Preux versus Ryan Spann. 27-17 and 0 for Ovince Preux. Why is he still in the UFC? I saw him at 217. I saw him fight at 217 when YouTube was streaming the whole UFC 217 Michael Bisping versus GSP fight. Ovince Preux beat Walt Harris, I think. He was getting grappled and then he beat Walt Harris. That was my tape study, guys, for this fight. Ryan Spann, lost. Ryan Spann is garbage. He's lost to Nikolai Krylov by submission. Lost to Anthony Smith by decision, split. And then Bogdan Guskov. Bro, Anthony Smith is such a good guy to, like, tell whether you're good or not. Bro, if you lose to Anthony Smith, you fucking suck. Ovince Preux has last beat Kennedy and Jaqueline plus 240, 41 years old to 33 years old. Minus 300 for Ryan Spann, 205, 6'3 to 6'5, 80-inch reach to 79. Bro, everybody has Ryan Spann by KO. I hate doing this, bro. A lot of people have the under 1.5, but I'm going to go over 1.5, guys, because Ovince Preux didn't get knocked out against Kennedy and Jaqueline. He got KO'd by Felipe Lins, but that's fine. Tanner Boser, he's been actually getting KO'd a lot. But Kennedy and Jaqueline was a good win. It was a very good win, because he showed that you can't just run. He's not going to just give you the win. If you're losing, if you're not showing lack of output, if you're not throwing, if you're not doing anything, he's going to actually try to finish you. And he's going to try to win the decision. So I think this fight can go to decision. I don't think Ovince Preux is going to get knocked out. I know this is probably going to age like milk if he gets knocked the fuck out. But I'm going to go over 1.5 just to look for some juice. And I'm going to go Ryan Spann to win this fight by decision. But, bro, I want Ovince Preux. I want live bet. I want a live bet Ovince Preux. Because I tried to do it with Kennedy and Jaqueline. But I was too much on Kennedy and Jaqueline. I don't know why. I was like, bro, he can win this fight. It's 1-1. And they sold the whole third round. I don't know. Kennedy and Jaqueline just put on the worst performance of his life. Give me minus 300 Ryan Spann, Superman. Just because he's younger. His chin is very fragile, though. If Ovince Preux touches it, this is going to be night-night for somebody. 79-inch reach to 80. I think Ryan Spann could get it done. I'm going to go Ryan Spann by KO. Don't do me dirty, Ryan Spann. I'm going over 1.5, though. So, I know I said Ovince Preux is probably not going to get knocked down and it goes distance. I'm going to go Ryan Spann to win this fight by unanimous decision. If not, KO in the second round. Main card time, boys. Rongzhu versus Chris Padilla. When we look at this fight, dude, this is actually a longer video than usual. Rongzhu versus Chris Padilla. 25-5-0 for Rongzhu, 14-6-0 for Chris Padilla, minus 250 for Rongzhu, comes from China, United States for Chris Padilla. Chris Padilla is actually really good, bro. He made his UFC debut against James Lyontop and beat him, but we saw James Lyontop lose to Valashev Borshev, and I said who loses to Borshev, and Lyontop lost him. But I chose Borshev, and I'm glad I pick flipped right before, bro, because Borshev's pretty good. Minus 250, 24 years old to 28, 155, 5'9 to 5'9, 72 inch reach to 74. Padilla was a big underdog. A big underdog against James Lyontop. Huge underdog. So that win is very impressive. A lot of people roll off Chris Padilla. Chris Padilla had a successful UFC debut. And I think he might be able to win this fight too. But he's facing a very good Chinese prospect who comes from road to UFC and is making his UFC debut after a 4-fight win streak, mostly all of them being finishes, other than Zhang UK Kim. He won by decision. Minus 250 is actually rightfully so. 72 to 74 inch reach. I think this is going to go to the distance, though. I think Chris Padilla doesn't get finished. And I think he has gotten finished before, but not recent. So I think Chris Padilla's chin very impressed me. A lot of people said James Lyontop was going to KO him, and he didn't get KO'd. So give me Rongzhu to win this fight by decision, unanimous. You could get KO, but I'm going to go Rongzhu to win this fight by unanimous decision, 29-28. I just feel like Chris Padilla is very overlooked, though, because Chris Padilla is actually pretty good. And his name is Taco. So this he's a problem. He's a problem. So he's probably going to win this fight. And then he's probably going to lose this fight and then win after learning from this fight. Trevor Peek. So I'm going Rongzhu by unanimous decision, 29-28. Trevor Peek versus Yanal Ashmouz. Dude. How do you even... Yanal Ashmouz. I was going to say, how do you read that? Trevor Peek This guy is pretty funny. Trevor Peek's actually pretty funny, guys. He always puts up a good fight. 9-2-0 for Trevor Peek, 7-1-0. -110 for Yanal, -110 for Trevor Peek. I think Trevor Peek's a -130 now that we're talking about it. He's a -145. Yanal's a +105. So it's no longer even. 29 years old to 29. 155 to 155. 5'9 to 5'9. 70-inch reach to 68. Bros. If you have Trevor Peek, you got him by KO or decision. If you have Yanal, you got him by KO or decision. No submission is coming in this fight at all. There's no submission. Marotte took him down. I'm pretty sure. No. I don't think Marotte took him down. I don't know, but he lost by decision. Charlie Campbell, he lost by decision as well. Trevor Peek is pretty fun to watch. KO from Dana White Contender Series, successful UFC debut. And then Muhammad Yahya. Very good win on Muhammad Yahya. Yanal's loss last was to Chris Duncan. This is not Leroy. This is just Chris Duncan. Yeah, because this is lightweight. Sam Peterson, and then so the upside and the adversity and the experience is on Trevor Peek's side. Tennessee versus Israel. 29 years old to 29, 155 to 155, 5'9 to 5'9, 70-inch reach to 68. I'm going Trevor Peek, guys. I'm going Trevor Peek. I don't know. Can you bring out your flag? Okay, I'm going Trevor Peek, and I'm going Trevor Peek by unanimous decision. This is going to be a very tough fight. I know Trevor Peek, they have the upside of KO. He's a brawler. He comes to fight. When are we going to be able to bring our UFC flags? Or our flags in the UFC, guys? Let me know. I think we can, but I just don't think this guy can, which actually kind of sucks. So, give me Trevor Peek to win this fight by unanimous decision, 29-28. A lot of people have the KO, but Yanal's tough, guys. And I think he's good at losing a decision. Give me Trevor Peek to win that fight. But I'm not confident in Trevor Peek at all, bro. That dude actually is crazy. Main card, Matt Schnell versus Alessandro Costa, guys. I think I took a lot of time on this video. Plus 380 for Matt Schnell. Alessandro Costa, -500. Matt Schnell has gotten knocked out the most times in the flyweight division. More than anybody else in the UFC has gotten knocked out in the flyweight division. Matt Schnell holds the record for getting knocked out the most inside the flyweight division. Brendon Royval, submission. KO, Matheus Nicolau, and Steve Erceg, KO. The Matheus Nicolau KO is actually bad. It ages terrible because Matheus Nicolau got put to sleep against Alex Perez. And I thought that was funny. Hang on. Alessandro Costa, guys. Everybody's going to be having Alessandro Costa. 34 years old to 28 years old. 125 to 126. 5'8", 5'4", 70-inch reach to 67. Matt Schnell is pretty good if his chin wasn't a factor. He's not defensively sound. And his takedown defense is pretty bad, too. His best win is against Somidarji. And he got dropped in that fight. And he almost lost that fight. And it was a crazy comeback. Triangle choke. And that's his only win in his last 5. He got a no contest against Bono. But, bro, I'm going Costa by KO. Knock this guy out. Knock him out. I feel bad for Schnell, though. Because, who else am I going to fade when Schnell's not in the flyweight division no more? So give me Alessandro Costa, guys. I didn't really give you that much of a good breakdown. But Alessandro Costa is a very good guy, man. He's lost to Steve Erceg as well. Yeah, he lost to Steve Erceg by unanimous decision. And then Amir Albazi, which is pretty good. It's not that bad losing to Amir Albazi, considering Amir Albazi's one of the top flyweight in the division. And prior to that, he's had a very good win streak and then lost by decision split. And then he's lost by KO. So he's lost by KO once, twice. He's lost by KO twice. I don't think he's going to get dropped by Schnell. And I think he's going to beat Schnell by first round KO. No. Second round KO. I don't like doing first round KOs. Kyle Nelson versus Steve Garcia. I was going to choose Steve Garcia as my lock of the week because Steve Garcia is a dog, 16-5-0, and his last win over Sung Woo Choi was amazing, bro. That was actually crazy. Bro. That dude saved me. That dude actually saved me. Kyle Nelson, though, had a draw against Doo Hoo Choi. there's a lot of choice in the UFC. Jai Herbert, he lost by decision split. Plus 145 for the Canadian. Minus 175 for Steve Garcia, 33 years old to 32. 145 to 145. 5'11 to 6'0. 71 streets to 70. Guys, if you like Nelson, take him. Go with your gut. I know this is going to sound weird, but Steve will do it. He was betting MMA, and he took Kyle Nelson over Bill Algeo 4 months and 3 weeks ago, I believe. And I think Kyle Nelson was the underdog. So he's won a lot as an underdog. So I was like, nah, bro, he's not going to fucking win. And he wins. So Kyle Nelson is that guy who a lot of people overlook, overshadow because of, you know, who he is. And he definitely has a chance. So give me Steve Garcia to win this fight by unanimous decision. But I think somebody's going to get finished this fight. Yeah, bro, somebody's getting finished this fight. Somebody's getting finished this fight. Bro, Kyle Nelson could definitely win this fight, guys. But I'm going to go Steve Garcia to win this fight by KO in the second round. Guys, this is... Oh, I just want to watch this fight. I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I just want to watch this fight. I'm going to go Steve Garcia by KO in the second or third round, guys. Kyle Nelson's a dog. I know a lot of people are on Kyle Nelson. These guys have the almost exact same record. Almost the exact same reach. 71 to 73. 5'11 to 6'0. I need to see on the ceremonial weigh-ins. When we see them face off, I need to see that in my official pick flip. I think I might do a pick flip, but I'm going to go Steve Garcia, guys. I'm going to go Steve Garcia by second or third on KO. We just know Kyle Nelson is a dog, and he is that guy. Co-main event, Jessica Andrade versus Natalie Silva. Guys, Natalie Silva, guys, is a minus 340, bro. As we speak, she's a minus 340. The reason why I didn't go over a lot of these odds is because a lot of these odds are very, like, minus 400 for Ryan Spann. Zug is minus 315. Matt Schnell plus 385. Alessandro Costa minus 670. Jessica Andrade plus 230. Natalia Silva minus 340. Like, some of the best fights for odds. Isaac Dulgarian minus 5,000. Some of the best fights are André Lima, you know, Gabriel Santos, maybe Kyle Nelson, the one that I just talked about. Kyle Nelson, Steve Garcia is not that bad, but he's a minus 235 for Steve Garcia. A lot of these fights are crazy. Jessica Andrade plus 230, minus 340 for Natalia Silva. Jessica Andrade had a very, very bad skid in the UFC. We all thought that she was done. She lost to Aaron Blanchfield, rear naked choke. Zhang Yang by KO. Tatiana Suarez, submission. And then she beat Mackenzie Dern, and then she beat Marina Rodriguez. That's impressive. That is impressive. That shows, bro, that she's a dog, and she's in this UFC not to collect checks. She's in the UFC to win. She noticed what she did. She noticed her deficiencies, and she got back in it, and she got on it. 125, straw weight for Jessica Andrade, but I think this is going to take place at 125. Natalia Silva is really good. Very, very good in the UFC. Brazil, reps Brazil, very strong. 27 years old to 32. 5'1 to 5'4. 62 inches to 65. You know there's going to be a lot of stand-up fight when they're both 5'1 and 5'4. Because she can't just use her distance. She's going to have to be in the pocket and trying to set up the over-the-top counter. I like the way Yang Shangnang was able to get her with a KO counter right. You can definitely counter Jessica Andrade on the counter. But Jessica Andrade doesn't get KO'd like that. That's not normal. It's not normal for Jessica Andrade to get knocked out. So, I think this fight goes to the distance. I agree with Tapology. I'm going to go Natalia Silva to win this fight. I think she can get a submission. But it's very, very unlikely. But I think it's more likely than a KO. I'm going to go with Natalia Silva to win this fight by 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28. Jessica Andrade has power. She always starts off the fight very, very hard, and then boom, and then she goes, and then she goes. So it's going to be a very good fight, very good co-main event. I love co-main events, guys. I love the way the UFC has been putting together these last couple of co-main events. And this co-main event and the co-main event for the Sphere is good, man. We've had very good co-main events, but after this week and after the Sphere, we have another week off. So, guys, get your best bets in now. Get your bets in now. Get your bets in now. It's time. Gilbert Burns versus Shane Brady. I've been doing enough talking. I've been doing enough yip-yapping. And I've been doing enough yapping. 22-7-0 for Gilbert Burns. Shane Brady, 16-1-0. His only loss to KO by Bilal. Who the fuck gets KO'd by Bilal? Who gets KO'd by Bilal, bro? Bro, if Shane Brady were to beat Bilal that day, Bilal would never be champion right now. Come on, man. Come on, Brady. I'm just kidding. Minus 175 for Brady. Gilbert Burns plus 145. 38 years old for Gilbert. He's old, man. He's old. Michael Bisping was 38 years old when GSP came back and cherry-picked his fight for the title. And he picked Bisping. You know, Bisping actually put up a good fight, bro. That was actually a pretty fun fight. It was actually a pretty fun fight. I only watched that fight once, but rewatching it was actually funny. 38 years old, though, in welterweight division, guys. Shows, man. I know you can't really be that old in welterweight. 38 years old. I mean, maybe in middleweight you can kind of get away with it, but I don't know about welterweight. 171, 170, 5'10 to 5'10, 71 inches to 72. Sheen Brady has submitted Craig Jones. Craig Jones submitted Gilbert Burns. Do what you want with the jiu-jitsu math. Gilbert Burns' last 2 losses to Belal Muhammad by decision. He hurt his arm that fight and then just stared at Belal the whole fight. Jack Della Maddalena, he lost by KO after he was winning almost. It was 1-1, and then he was winning the 3rd round. And then 2 minutes into the 3rd round, he wasn't able to hold Jack Della down. Jack Della escapes and then gets him with a good knee. So his takedowns are telegraphed. And when Gilbert gets hurt, bro, he doesn't like it. I don't know. You just look at Gilbert's face after he gets hurt. He looks weird. He looks scared. He looks like when he got hit with that jab by Kamaru Usman, he's like, I don't want to do this no more. Like, I don't want to be here no more. Same with Sheen Brady. After Sheen Brady got hit by Belal, he looked like he was about to cry. He looked like he was about to cry. Bro, I was like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what the hell, bro? Like, he's like, I don't know where I'm at no more. I don't know where I'm at. Both of these guys fold to pressure immediately as soon as it's shown. As soon as a little bit of adversity is shown. I mean, other than Hamza Chimaev, they kind of fold. Let's put both of these guys in a room and let's push them until one of them quits. Who's gonna quit first? I think it's Gilbert Burns, bro. And I don't like to call people quitters. I don't like to call nobody nothing. But and Gilbert Burns has that power. He's the first person to drop Kamaru Usman, and Sheen Brady is definitely not that guy who's gonna just. We'll see if they go to war. I need to see these guys go to war. I've seen Gilbert in wars, but I haven't seen Sheen Brady in a war. If Sheen Brady wins the fight, it's usually because he's winning the first half, and then he wins, and then he wins. Gilbert Burns has faced a bunch of adversity, and you can make an argument that he's had a tougher entry into the UFC than Sheen Brady. Way tougher. No doubt about it, and that can easily show a discrepancy in the skill gap. Like, if we put both of these guys in a cage, smaller cage, they're throwing down and they're fighting. Gilbert Burns might look way better in the striking. He might look phenomenal because of the amount of adversity and the amount of top echelon of the welterweight division that he's fought. Hamza Chimaev fought Neil Magny, fought Jorge Masvidal, Belal Muhammad, and then Jack Della. I thought he should have fought Colby one time, but Colby didn't want it. I would have loved to see him fight Colby, and I think he would have been in a better position than taking the Belal Muhammad fight on short notice. Gilbert Burns is that guy. He always fights. He's always here for short notice. But we have to see where he's at in the UFC. I think, unfortunately, guys, Gilbert Burns is going to lose this fight. I like Sheen Brady a lot, and I like Gilbert Burns, but I'm very impressed by his submission win over by Kimura over Kelvin Gastelum. One of the most impressive wins by far. Decision by Michael Chia. Sorry. Jake Matthews submitted. And then he submitted Christian Argueta. I think this fight doesn't go the distance. A lot of people are on Burns. If you're on Burns, you got to go Burns by KO. I don't think Burns is subbing Brady. If you're on Brady, you could go Brady by decision. But I'm going to go Brady by submission. I'm going to go Brady by submission in the 3rd round. If it's not by submission, he's going to get tired. He's going to lose the decision. No ifs and buts about it. I don't know if... unless Gilbert Burns' takedown defense is just like Kelvin Gastelum's, and he just gives up the takedown. If Gilbert Burns has fought with Belal Muhammad and he shows the same game plan as Belal Muhammad, he could definitely win this fight. Sheen Brady has trouble with that jab. He sucks in the striking department. And Gilbert Burns has some of the best power I've ever seen. So with that being said, Renzo Gracie Philly versus Cerrado MMA Killcliff FC. Let's see who's going to win. May the best man come on top. And I don't want to see no draw. I don't want to see no head clashes. And I don't want to see no cheating like André Lima. I don't want to see none of that. So I want this to be a good fight. And I want this fight to be a war. Just like the Jared Cannonier and Kyle Barallo. I want Sheen Brady to face adversity. Get hurt a little bit. Get cut. And then still win this fight by unanimous decision. Because it shows me that this guy can be champion. If he just wins this fight by first round, second round submission and doesn't go through adversity, we don't know where he's at in the UFC. I need Gilbert Burns to show him adversity, and I need Gilbert Burns to put the pace on him and make this guy question whether he wants to be in the UFC or not. Because I want to know if you can push Brady to the point where you can quit, or if that was just a one-time thing with Bilal Muhammad. Because I did not like that standing TKO, and I did not like the body language from Sheen Brady. I think if anybody's going to quit this fight, no, bro. Stop saying quit. Stop saying quit. Nobody's going to quit this fight. Nobody's going to quit this fight. The fair man wins and the fair man loses. I think if anybody's going to lose this fight, guys, it's a guy who's going to shell up when they face adversity. And I don't think Gilbert Burns has ever been submitted. I don't even think Gilbert Burns has ever been submitted, bro. So for me to say him to win by some... Oh, he lost rear naked choke to Luca Barbosa, but in grappling. That was in grappling. But in the UFC, has he ever been submitted? Never. He lost to Jake Shields? Jake Shields is JQing now. Alright, so I'm going to go. I don't think Gilbert Burns has ever been finished in the UFC, guys. If this is a casual take, let me know. I'm going to go Sheen Brady by submission or by decision. Just to play, guys, double chance on FanDuel. I'll tell you exactly what it is right now. But let me know what you guys think, guys. And let me know if you guys think I should lock of the week Sheen Brady or nah, right? Nah. Who locks of the week Sheen Brady? Sheen Brady's a -188. Gilbert Burns is +146. I'm going to go Sheen Brady by submission, third round, or by decision, 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Because, I don't know why, but I feel like this fight's going to be very fun. This fight's going to be a very fun fight, guys. So let me know what you guys think, guys. Let me know what you guys think. A little bit longer video than usual. Way longer video than usual. Just because I had a lot of time to talk. So let's go. Let's get it. 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 Let me know what you guys think. And help me with Lock of the Week. Help me with the best bets, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let's get it. Like the fucking video. Like the fucking video. Like the fucking video. Like the fucking video.